Hey guys, another video. I'm gonna talk about the mighty 10-inch subwoofer that I have here. It has a 10-inch woofer on the front, and it has a 10-inch passive radiator on the side. Now, what kind of subwoofer is this? Well, it's the mighty white van. This is a typical white van product, and I'll tell you, it was how I got it was part of a bigger lot or a bigger bundle that I got with some other cool, great stuff. I had some Yamaha speakers, there was some amps, there was some receivers, car audio subwoofer, stuff like that. So he threw this one in because he wanted to get rid of it. Basically took up too much room for him. The condition of the cabinet is nothing to brag about. It has scratches, has some nicks on the ends. The thing though is, this is a passive subwoofer. There's no amplifier built into it. So you just hook up speakers on the back here. So when I got it, I didn't pay too much attention to it. I just put it in the car, brought it up here. The other day I was like, I might as well just wipe it off and clean it off. And this is some of the worst crap I have ever seen in my life. It's called Dresden Audio or Dresden Acoustics or something like that. Weigh nothing. It is so light. It is should be illegal to make them this flimsy. The thickness of the wood on the cabinet is just tragic. The woofer itself on the front is a cheap woofer. It says 6 ohm on it. The passive radiator on the side here has is fairly stiff, but the flat point in here, this area here, I don't know why they did it, because they probably wanted to make some added weight to the cone so it wouldn't flop too much around. But there's a piece of glue, the same type of piece of wood that is glued to this cone, and they have used the same type of wood as they have for the cabinet. Jesus. Okay, and when I lifted up the other day, I grabbed it. I was going to turn it around. I don't know if you can hear this. Hear this. Okay, if you can hear it, that would be cool. And I was thinking, like, what the hell is inside here? Have they put something in here to hide things? So I took the cover off. I unscrewed the woofer, took it out, and I looked inside. And there's nothing. There's nothing in there. But when you tilt it, you can hear that sound. So after looking at it, I was like, what is this? And inside, I think it is on this side here, on the bottom, there's like I don't know, there's a wood going up and then across, and it's sealed off. And I was wondering, why have they done that? So when I tilted it again, it came from in there. And what they have done is, and I tell you, it's like maybe 2 inches wide, inch and a half high, and it's only on one side. It's on the opposite side of the the passive radiator. And inside that little chamber that they created, they have put some sand or something that makes that noise. But the amount that they put in there really doesn't do anything for the weight or making it stable or anything like that. And I can't see anything leaking out of it. So it means that what's in there is what they put in there when they manufactured this piece of shit. I haven't even tried it yet because I mean, it's probably going to sound as bad as it looks and sound as bad as it's built. I have nothing positive to say about this. And to cover up the screws on the woofers and the passive radiators, they have used some plastic rims like this that you can pull off without any hassle at all. Now I can't get it back on. There. Let me show you something else. Maybe the best part and the best thing about this one and the most valuable thing about this one is the connector plate. Because they've used pretty nice binding posts where you can put banana plugs in and stuff like that. So this piece is probably the best piece on the whole product, on the whole subwoofer. And I find it so weird. It weighs nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, it weighs something, but not much. You see those small speakers on top there? The Infinities? They probably, one of those probably weigh more than this one. I bet you that those small JBL, let me see. This little JBL here, I want to say this one weighs more than this subwoofer. That should tell you something. Do I want to find out what it sounds like? Nah, not really. It's not even worth my time to hook it up. So what am I going to do with it? I don't know. It takes up room now. I'll probably take the passive radiator out. I'll probably take the connector plate back here out. And I'll probably take the woofer out. And if someone needs something cheap, a cheap woofer, a replacement woofer for something, they can have it for like 10 bucks. But this connector plate back here, I can definitely use that for something. This is some of the crappiest shit that I've ever seen. Even when it comes to white van standards, this is some of the worst. I have had quite a bit of experience with some white van stuff because I like to hear what they sound like. Because at some point I was figuring out that, okay, it's white van, it's cheap stuff, it's crappy shit. But I have heard a couple of white van products that are okay. I'm not saying they're great or they sound good or built good, but they are okay. And if you're not a type of person who wants to spend a lot of money on sound and stereo, but you want a little bit of sound in your house, some of these used white van speakers that you can get for like 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks, they are worth it. Some of them are, not all, but some. But this Dresden acoustics? No. This is as bad as it can be. I don't think it can be any worse. You could probably almost get a better result by just putting together something with cardboard box. Because this is a freaking cardboard box. The wood is... And I'm not joking. The thickness of the wood back here goes all the way through. It's not even half an inch thick. It's 3/8 of an inch thick. That is just, that blows my mind. 3/8 of an inch thick. It's not even half an inch thick. It is such a crappy thing. And this is what they sell out of white vans and try to tell people that, oh yeah, then the retail price is like, because this one comes out of probably from a bigger set. You probably had some some main speakers, center channel, this one, and some satellites. And I probably wanted you to know, or try to let you think, that these were worth like $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, $3,000. But you could buy them now for $4.99 or something like that, or $5.99 or $7.99. And the bad part is, some people bought them, you know, because I wouldn't be standing here with this one unless someone bought this set. Oh Lord. I mean, how can people be so, I'm sorry to say it, but the first word that comes to my mind is stupid. And then comes ignorant. And then comes uninformed. And then comes reckless. Because if you spend your money, because some of these sets, I mean, some people in a parking lot will pay $600, $700, $800 for these crappy. Oh my Lord. I can't believe it. I mean, I am baffled how people can spend money without thinking, without questioning, without at least doing some research. You are in a freaking parking lot, for crying out loud, and some dude or two dudes or whatever jumps out of a van. Doesn't have to be white, but can be blue, red, green, black, whatever. They jump out of a van and they want to give you a nice freaking offer that you would never get again, and you can't say no. That should really start some alarm bells to go off. And the stories that these people come out with is just boom. How can you believe that shit? I mean, it should be illegal to build this crappy shit. It should be illegal to sell it. But it should also be illegal to freaking buy it, okay? If you buy this crap, I tell you, then I'm really questioning what else in your life have you bought at a really good discount and a super nice deal. Oh, I mean, how much is this worth? If you ask me, how much would I sell this subwoofer for? I wouldn't sell it. I don't have a bone in my body that can justify me selling this to someone. This is just so bad. This is like the worst of the worst of the white vans. I mean, I have another pair of white vans here, but they sound quite okay, and they're not that shabby. So they are worth a little bit, at least, and I don't have a problem selling those. But I tell people, these are not like the top of the line of anything. They are considered to be a white van speaker, so you know that when you buy them. I couldn't even tell people that this is a white van speaker and sell them to them with a good conscience. It would give me nightmares and haunt me for years if I sold this one to someone. I mean, this is just as crap can be. Shit, my turd that I flush down the toilet every day is worth more than this crap. It's just, let me take the thing off on the front, and it's so tight. Hold on, this is. The only thing they made tight and good on it is how this freaking screen is, and the cover is put on it. I don't care. There you have the woofer. I hope you can see it. That's a 10-inch woofer. Polypropylene plastic, something cone. Same with the dust cap. Has kind of some kind of a rubber surround. And here's that thing that I talked about. Take that one off, and you can get to the screws. And there's 4 screws that it's holding it. And once again, you have here. And this one is routed out, so you have like a 2-stage front, but the outer one is Yep, the other one, the outer here is a 1/4 inch. And then you have, this one is screwed to the rest of it between a 1/4 and 3/8. So the lip that this one is screwed to is like, it's like paper, okay? I mean, there's so many things that is wrong with this. One, from the point of manufacturing, there's so many manufacturing problems with this. And there's so many problems when it comes to how you create good sound. Especially from a subwoofer. Oh, Lord. Let me put the makeup back on this one. Because that's basically what this ring is. Makeup. The wood here, the thickness on this one is the same thickness as this one. I am not joking. I'm not kidding you. Let me show you. The wood on the cabinet is the same as the wood, the thickness of this one here. It is 3/8. It's crazy, guys. Dresden acoustic DA. Okay, I wanted to make a video about it because this was just the really got me was this when I lifted it up and I turned it around. I hope you can hear it. It's the stupidest thing. I mean, I have built speakers in the past. I'm not gonna lie about this. I've built speakers in the past where I used sand in the bottom of the speaker. Because I built them as a tower speaker, and they were kind of high. They were about 8.5 feet tall. And to get a good platform and a good stable speaker, I put sand in the bottom. But that meant that I had 5 to 6 inches on the bottom. That was a sealed off thing. And I put sand all the way in there. It was jam packed. Did it add some weight? Yes. This, I would be surprised if you could fill up a normal coffee cup with sand with what is in here. So if you took this out and you tilted it out and you pour it into a coffee cup, I don't think you would even fill up the cup. Because when the sand is moving like that, that means that you have a lot of free air, a lot of free space in that little tube cabinet that you have made, or the rectangle cabinet or cavity or whatever you want to call it. And it is just, it's a scam. It is a scam. This whole product is a freaking scam. I mean, there are some, like I said before, there are some products that are considered white van. At least they put some thought into it, and they made it to a level where it's acceptable for a few people and for some people for their use. This would be a nice thing to put 40 yards away, and you paint a little bullseye inside here and you use it for target practice. But take out the speaker connector plate back here, because that one is the most valuable one. It's at least worth $8 to $9. And why do I say that? Because it's okay. It's kind of okay. So if you want to use it for target practice, make sure you take out this one first. That way you can start shooting holes in it. Well, that was the white man shit of today. I thought I never was going to make a video about this one, but I had to. Because this is just the crappiest shit ever. Ever. I don't think I have seen a subwoofer this crappy before. I mean, I have a Panasonic down here on the floor, which I thought was, you know, it's a plastic cabinet, all that shit. I thought That one weighs like 10 times more than this one. So, crap of the day. Not worth much. So, there you have it. Just this, yeah, oh yeah. The PSA of today, public service announcement. Stay far, 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 far away from anything called Dresden acoustics. And when I say Dresden, it's the same as the name in Germany, the city in Germany. There's a city in Germany called Dresden. There's a soccer team in Germany called Dresden. So Dresden audio or acoustics, those two names, if you see it for sale, don't even think about buying it. Run like hell. It is the worst crap you could ever come across. Until next time, take care.